Bill Cosby has responded to Kamau Bell's hard-hitting docuseries, We Need to Talk About Cosby, which was recently screened at the Sundance Film Festival before its television premiere on January 30th.
Yeah, the docuseries explores the complicated legacy of Cosby, who, as we know, went from being America's dad to an alleged sexual predator. Best known as the creator and star of The Cosby Show, Bill has been accused of sexual assault by approximately 60 women, spanning over several decades.
Yeah, Cosby was convicted of sexual assault in 2018 and served more than 2 years in prison before Pennsylvania's highest court overturned the conviction last June. The Supreme Court ruled the actor should never have been charged for drugging and sexually assaulting Andrea Constand in 2004. According to the New York Times, prosecutors violated Mr. Cosby's rights by going back on an apparent promise to not charge him after Cosby admitted it back in November. Cosby's prosecutors filed an appeal to review this ruling.
Here's a preview of the new series, which features comedians, journalists, activists, Cosby's colleagues, and survivors.
I thought, oh, this man's going to be in prison for 10 years, he's going to die. And all of a sudden, my phone just explodes, right? With a plethora of texts and phone calls and emails. And they're like, did you hear the news? And at first I'm thinking, oh, did he die? And they're like, the Supreme Court approved his appeal. It's been overturned. He's free. He's going home. And I just start sobbing.
That was like getting cold cocked. Didn't see it coming.
There's something deeply wrong. And we don't have reform for sexual predators in our country. We just put him in jail. And when he comes out, he hasn't had any help. Sad, yeah.
I don't personally believe that prison is much of a solution. It hasn't stopped crime. It hasn't stopped rape.
I don't think that prisons and police are our savior. I don't think that they make the world safer. And so when I think about an elderly Bill Cosby being in jail, that doesn't look like justice to me. Justice looks like those scores of women not being raped, not being drugged, not being preyed upon, not experiencing all kinds of trauma memories that they will carry with them for the rest of their lives.
And I felt really sorry for the women. Every woman who, again, got dragged to filth for speaking the truth after saying nothing for decades, and finally having the fortitude to do that and being lambasted for it. That's who I feel sorry for. I don't feel sorry for Bill Cosby. All of his troubles were on him. He created all of it.
Yeah. All right, in response to the new series, Cosby rep Andrew Wyatt called Kamau Bell a PR hack, explaining in a statement obtained by ET Canada, Mr. Cosby has spent more than 50 years standing with the excluded, made it possible for some to be included, standing with the disenfranchised, and standing with those women and men who were denied respectful work because of race and gender within the expanses of the entertainment industry.
The rep added, Mr. Cosby continues to be the target of numerous media that have for too many years distorted and omitted truths intentionally. Despite media's repetitive reports of allegations against Mr. Cosby, none have ever been proven in any court of law. So that is Bill Cosby's rep responding to the documentary, just to be clear. Now, I just spoke with Kamau Bell about the new docuseries, and here's what he had to say about that response.
I mean, it's funny to me. We always talked when we made this about, like, if Bill Cosby was to watch this, he would like real big stretches of it. There'd be long stretches of it. He'd be like, it's sort of the only way to save his legacy, as far as I'm concerned, to save any parts of the good part, is to talk about all of it. So there's long stretches where he would be like, yeah, that's true. I did do those good things. But I also know there's parts he would not want to see. And this statement is just a continuing example of him putting forth one narrative and not in any way wanting to take in the other one, and just sort of pretending as if the other things don't exist and aren't worth talking about. And they are worth talking about, and they do exist. And of all the things I thought Bill Cosby would call me, or Bill Cosby people would call me, PR hack wasn't on my list, so I'll take that.
Yeah, so that was just earlier today when I spoke with him about it. Watching the entire docuseries, I encourage everyone to check it out. It's moving, it's powerful, especially if you're invested in this or invested in protecting people as well, protecting women. It's something else. And yeah, we want to be clear too, that whole thing about it being overturned is on a technicality, not because he didn't, in his deposition, he said what he did, but it was overturned because he was promised that his words wouldn't be used against him and that he wouldn't be charged.
Right.
That's why he's out. Yeah.
I think too, and you and I were talking about this, he can be all those things that people said, you know, funny, an advocate, all that stuff. But it still doesn't erase also who he is, and who a man who admits to doing the things that he did.
Absolutely.
So, sure, it's up to an individual person if you're more focused on the good he did, you know, for people and standing up for people, or the horrible things that he did to women without their consent. And so I don't think it has to be one or the other.
Yeah, Yazzie here says, I remember when he would talk about men and pulling up their pants and being respectful and presentable. Now look at him. Only reason he's not in jail is for a technicality, not innocence. Yeah, yeah.
It's still years after this, Carlos, and I'm sure there's other people out there who, you know, are triggered by this story or just angry. Like as we were even just discussing it before, I was vibrating inside.
Yeah.
And even as we're doing it now, if I checked my heartbeat, it's like going through the roof to where the point, like I just want to walk away. Like it breaks my heart for those women and any other women out there. Like I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. When it comes to the docuseries, like I said, it is definitely something I think that people should watch, even if they are struggling themselves with how to deal with that person's legacy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He
Even
can
if
still
it's
have
just
that great legacy of those things that he did.